see the kingdom of God. I wanna see, I wanna see, I wanna see the kingdom of God. If you wanna see the kingdom of God, if you wanna see the kingdom of God, you gotta love your neighbor as yourself. If you wanna see
The
the
topic we
kingdom
have for our
of
English
God.
class today is antonyms and its types. Antonyms and its types. So I'm going to be sharing the screen with you now so that we can get started as we explain about antonyms and its types so that when you meet it in exam, the internal exams, external exams, you'll be able to tackle such questions. So let me share the screen. I believe you can see the white screen now. Can you see the white screen now?
Yes, sir.
So we're
Yes,
going to
sir.
be looking at antonyms. Antonyms and its types. Its types. So, talking about antonyms, do you all know that antonym is it means opposite words, mean words that have opposite meaning, or like I say, antonyms are words that have contrasting or opposite meanings. So I'm going to put that down. Like I said, you don't need to write anything now, but I'm going to be displaying everything. So at the end of the class, I should make your notes available to you. So antonyms are words that have contrasting meanings. Have contrasting meaning, words that are not the same. They don't have the same meaning, but they have contrasting meaning. And we're going to be looking at some types of antonyms. Now, the first type we're going to be looking at is complementary antonyms. Complementary antonyms. And what are complementary antonyms? Let me bring that up now. The first types of antonyms. Types of antonyms. So we have the first type that we're looking at here is complementary antonym. Yeah. So I'm going to be defining complementary antonyms to you now. So complementary antonyms, yes, complementary antonyms are antonyms that, complementary antonyms are exact opposites. They have no middle ground. They are just exact opposite. There is nothing that you can say, okay, it's related to it or whatever. It's just exact opposite. So, for example, off, off is always the opposite of on. There is no other possibility of its antonym. So, if you have an antonym that there is no other possibility apart from a particular word for the antonym, then you say such antonyms are called complementary antonyms. So let me put down the definition there. So, like I said, complementary antonyms are exact opposites that have no middle ground, no alternatives. For example, of is always the opposite of on. There is no other possibility for its antonym. So these kind of antonyms are called complementary antonyms. So what are antonyms again? So these are words that have contrasting or opposite meanings. Contrasting or opposite meanings. So we're going to look at more examples of complementary antonyms now. So more example of complementary antonyms includes antonyms like off, on, night, day, on, off. Let me see if there's anything there. Okay, now see. So on, off, night, day, entrance, exit, exterior, true, false, dead, alive, push, pull, pass, fail. Let me hear both of you repeat after me. On, off.
On,
On, off. Can I hear
on,
you?
off,
Yes, both of you.
on,
Night,
off.
yes, night, day, night.
Nine, day.
Very good. Entrance, exit,
Nine. Entrance, exit.
exterior, interior, Exterior, interior.
Exterior. Interior.
Very good. True,
Exterior.
false.
Interior. True. True. False.
Dead, alive. Dead, alive.
Alive.
Push, pull.
Push. Pull.
Push, pull.
Push.
Pass, fail. Pass, fail.
Pass. Fail.
Okay, now from all of these words, they are direct opposite. There is no alternative for interior as opposite of exterior. Or what does interior mean? Tracy, interior, what does it mean?
Ma?
What does interior
Interior.
mean? Yes.
No.
Do you know? Okay. What about ejiro? Interior. What does it mean? Ejiro, yes. Interior. What is the meaning of interior? Do you know?
No.
Okay. Interior simply means something that is situated on or relating to the inside of something. It's talking about inside, not outside. So interior simply means inside. Interior simply means inside. Interior means what?
Inside.
So what do you think exterior will mean?
Outside.
Very simple. So that is how to study. So if I give you some words and I say, okay, these are antonyms or these are synonyms or whatever, you have to use your dictionary, know the meaning of the words that you have been given. Is that taken?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I want to believe you know the meaning of the rest of the words. So we're going to continue with the next type of antonym, and this is called relational antonym. Relational antonym. So I'm going to write it up here now so that we can continue. Relational antonym. So I want to clear the screen. So the next type we're looking at here is relational antonyms. And what are relational antonyms? These describe opposite words as they relate to each other. It describes opposite words as they relate to each other. For example, one word can't, it means one word can't exist without the other. So for example, doctor with no patients can't be a doctor. Teacher with no students can't be a teacher. Predator with no prey can't be a predator. Are you getting that?
Yes, sir.
So, let's see what that is. The relational antonyms. Relational antonyms describe opposite words as they relate to each other. So one word can't exist without the other. For example, doctor and patient are antonyms. Predator and prey are antonyms. Teacher and students are antonyms. Are you taking note of that?
Yes, sir.
So we're going to look at other examples of antonyms that are relational now, that one can't exist without the other. So these are the examples we have here. Above, below, servant, master, borrow, lend, give, receive, buy, sell, instructor, pupil. So can I hear above, below?
Above, below.
Servant, master,
Servant, master.
borrow, lend,
Borrow, lend.
give, receive,
Give, receive.
buy, sell,
Buy, sell.
instructor, pupil,
instructor, pupil,
So now we want to move to the next example. I want to believe that is clear enough. So we're going to be moving to the next example, which is called graded antonyms. Graded antonyms. Graded antonyms. I'm going to be clearing that screen. So the next type of antonym we're looking at is graded antonyms. And what are graded antonyms? Yeah, graded antonyms deals with levels of comparison. When you're comparing between words, and they can be two words on a scale. Many are relative terms which can be interpreted differently by different people. For example, say sad and happy. They are relative antonyms because someone can be quite sad or quite happy, or mildly sad or mildly happy, or very sad or very happy. So sad and happy are graded antonyms. Talking about, so let's see what that is as we put it up here. Like I said, you don't need to put down the notes. I'm going to get you the lecture notes later, maybe through the video. So graded antonyms deal with level of comparison, like I said, and they can be two words on a scale. Many are relative terms. It can be interpreted differently by different people. Can I say, for example, sad and happy, they are relative antonyms. Why are they relative? Because you can talk about the level of sadness or the level of happiness. Is that clear now?
yes,
So that is why such is called what?
graded antonyms,
Very good, graded antonyms. So I'm going to be giving some examples of graded antonyms now. Examples here. Let me try and separate that from here. So examples of graded antonyms include young, elderly. Could be young, old, be young, elderly, hard, easy, happy, wistful, wise, foolish, fat, slim, warm, cool, early, late, fast, slow, dark, pale. Okay, let me hear you. Young, elderly,
young, elder,
hard, easy,
hard, easy,
happy, wistful.
happy, wistful,
Okay, what does wistful mean?
almost like that.
Like sad, because you know that happy is opposite of, sad is opposite of. Okay, wistful simply means having or showing a feeling of vague or regretful longing. Like a wistful smile, or something like that, something regretful, something, melancholy. That's a literature term there. Melancholy. So take note of that. It doesn't necessarily mean sad, but it's a form of sadness. So the next word is what?
Wise,
Wise, foolish, and fat, slim. Let me hear that.
fast, slim,
Warm, cool,
warm, cool,
early, late,
early, late,
fast, slow,
fast, slow,
dark, pale.
dark, pale,
Okay, now the next one I want to look at is antonyms created with. So if I just give you work now, say, okay, you should list 20 antonyms or 40 antonyms, you should know that by the time we finish with the types of antonyms, you would have more than 40 antonyms already. Yes or no?
yes,
Okay, very good. So antonyms created with prefixes, that is the next thing we want to look at there. Antonyms created with prefixes. So let me put that up here. Antonyms created with prefixes. So for antonyms created with prefixes, sometimes you don't need to search for another word entirely. it's possible to create the antonym of the word we're given by just, adding a prefix to the word. Typically, prefixes mean not or without. It means not or without. So we're going to be looking at categories of prefixes that can be added. Category of prefix that can be added to words to form their antonym. So sometimes you don't need to search for another word when you're looking for the antonym of that word. Just add a prefix, then you get the antonym. So that one is very easy. For example, when you add dis to a particular word, it might necessarily or immediately give you the antonym. Let's say example here. So adding dis, some example of antonyms created adding dis are something that means away from. This means away from. Means away from. So agree, the antonym becomes disagree. That is away from agreement. You're not agreeing, not in agreement. Appear, disappear, disappear. So believe, disbelieve. Honest, dishonest. So let me hear agree, disagree.
Agree, disagree.
Appear, disappear.
Appear, disappear.
Believe, disbelieve.
Believe, disbelieve.
Honest, dishonest.
Honest, dishonest.
Okay, what does disbelief mean? Anyone of you?
Disbelieve. Like
Yeah.
you don't believe that.
Okay, not to believe in something. If you believe in it, that's belief. Disbelief means you don't believe in it. Okay, the next one that we want to look at is when you had high hand with words to become the opposite. For example, if you say the money or the provision was adequate for the journey. So what should be the antonym?
The first method. What's the meaning of adequate?
Is what? Yes, come again, please. Inadequate. Inadequate. Yes, it's going to become inadequate. So adding in to our words can make the opposite. Like this one's tolerant, intolerant. Hold on, please. I think phone is disturbing me here. Let me put it on.
Tolerance, intolerance, deceit, decent, indecent,
Intrusive. Legend.
What are you fighting? That's window mommy asked you not to do.
And there is in that decision.
No, you should sign a call.
She signed.
You should send it. Mommy is checking the call. The baby
So
tomorrow.
if she sees that one first,
She may
she might be angry.
yes, because no,
Then go rewrite them.
who will write it?
I don't know.
That's in your book. Or is it in your book?
I might even so that in case he asks. If my bit not the copy, so you could be
Yeah. So can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. So tolerant becomes intolerant. Decent becomes indecent. Discreet becomes indiscreet. Excusable becomes inexcusable. Inexcusable. So, can I hear the words again? Tolerant, intolerant.
Tolerant, intolerant.
Decent, indecent.
Decent, indecent.
Discreet, indiscreet.
Discreet, indiscreet.
Excusable, inexcusable.
Excusable, inexcusable.
So, what does discreet mean?
Like,
Like
excuse.
very when you're I think when you're serious with something, I like that.
Okay, something like that. When you're careful, you're prudent. Careful and prudent in your speech and in your action and the way you behave. When you're always careful, you're always prudent. Somebody will say, you are this. Especially in order to keep something confidential to avoid embarrassment. So, like an example, so we made some discreet inquiries, to be formal, something like that. Okay, what's the next one? Excusable. Okay, decent, you should know decent, indecent, tolerant, intolerant. So the next one we have to look at is adding MIS to word to form a noun. Adding MIS here, which is miss. Very good. So when you add miss to a word, it simply forms the antonym. So I'm going to clear the screen now so you can put that down. Adding MIS. So adding MIS creates antonyms such as behave, misbehave, interpret, misinterpret, lead, mislead, trust, mistrust. So can I hear that again? Behave, misbehave,
Behave, misbehave.
interpret, misinterpret,
Interpret, misinterpret.
lead, mislead,
Lead, mislead.
trust, mistrust.
Trust, mistrust.
Very good. So the next one we're going to look at that is adding UN to become on. UN, on. So let us screen put it up here. So when you add UN towards give us the antonym like likely, unlikely, able, unable, fortunate, unfortunate, forgiving, unforgiving. So unlikely, unable, unfortunate, unforgiving. Say unlikely, unable, unfortunate, then unforgiving. And I hear that again: likely, unlikely,
Likely, unlikely.
able, unable,
Able, able, unable.
fortunate, unfortunate,
Fortunate, unfortunate.
forgiving, unforgiving, forgiving, unforgiving.
Forgiven or forgiven.
Okay, very good.
Forgiving or
Yeah, that's very good. That's very good. So we're going to be rounding up very soon. Going to be, but there are a few more, like one more example on that which is the last one we're going to look at today, and that is by adding NON to make the antonym become non. NON. So when you add NON to some words, so by adding NON, you get the antonym. So entity, non-entity, conformist, non-conformist, payment, non-payment, sense, non-sense. So can I hear that again? Entity, non-entity.
Entity on entity.
No, entity, non-entity.
oh, sorry.
Entity, non-entity.
Yeah, conformist, non-conformist,
Conformist, non-conformist.
payment, non-payment,
Payment, non-payment.
and sense, nonsense.
Sense,
Sense, nonsense.
Okay, so and that is where we're going to be rounding up the class for today. The moment I drop the video, I'm going to give you the notes so that you can write them down. But for the explanation, you get them in the video later. Is that taken?
yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much for attending today's class and for behaving yourself well, as you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, and Tracy, you always behave yourself well before, but sometimes. Okay, it is well with you. Do have a nice time. Okay,
Bye.
okay. Let me say
Bye.
goodbye for now. Goodbye. Bye.
You gotta be
Can I hear a
like
goodbye?
Jesus out of love. If you wanna see the kingdom
Hello.
of God, you
Bye.
gotta never, you
Bye.
gotta
See you.
never, you gotta never stop precious on the hair. If you wanna see the kingdom of God, you gotta never ever, you gotta never stop precious on the